Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sidelines, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
The run on first down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So the Broncos come out, and, Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the 1st round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Troy Franklin, the intended target. It's 2nd down. On the zone read, this is Nix. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and long. To throw is Nix. And taken in, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On 1st down, Allen. That is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. They needed 15, and that's exactly what they got. It is a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here is Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
In motion, Shakir. Allen goes with a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for Bills.
A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And the Bills are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First and
What a
goal.
great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
He will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Now return, coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll go play action with Nix. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Play action now, and here's Allen. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Bills.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. It's 3rd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
Good for a Bills. 1st down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They get this to about midfield. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 9
Mike,
yards.
I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an arc to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go. Again, it's Allen to the air. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Allen going to give it to Cook, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They bring their tight end right. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
3 yards.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll run the sneak, and it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here's Cook. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. In trouble, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's caught left side by Ingram. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw is Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing. Nix. He goes right back to Sutton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, You have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Nix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Throwing is Nix. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
That's your man. That's your man. It's all about teamwork. Get it together. All the way. We are going to do this. We got this.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos,
They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Broncos.
38-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Working the middle, that's Harvey. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
The Broncos bringing out their punter.
For the Broncos.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
17 yards.
17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. It is a big run by Cook. 42 yards.
First down.
And we've talked about how man coverage can be really good when defending the pass. But, Mike, the flip side of that is it actually can make things a little more challenging trying to defend the run. Those 2nd, 3rd level defenders, they tend to have their back turns to the backfield. So By the time they realize what's happening, he's already on his way downfield. I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Allen now on second down. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. Now,
good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to roll now, and defensively, they need to stop. They cannot let this lead get any larger. They've got to hold them to 3 if they're going to have any chance of finding themselves back in this game.
Hook. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me, this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills extend to a 24-3 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Needing to flip the script in a hurry.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 3rd down.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
He'll look to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I don't care what defensive strategy you apply here on 3rd and real long, Mike, but you have to tackle in space. They almost let this guy pick up enough after the catch to convert a 3rd and real long. Fortunately for them, they brought him down just short. Brings up 4th down.
Shakir to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Play action. Here's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he's in! Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 3. Matt Prater set
So
to
now
kick off.
Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good for Broncos.
Give them 16 there, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
More yards.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bills 31, Broncos 10.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A design run here for Allen. And a good job defensively to rally into the ball. They hold him to a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
On third down, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And he'll get a few yards on this return. A pass, the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Yeah. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Design run. It's Allen. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air on third down. Here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
11-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
4 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal, Buffalo.
So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.